My name is John Drake. I'm a watercolour artist and I'd like to introduce you to the first in a series of short instructional videos in which I will be showing you how I tackle various aspects of the landscape. When I'm outside painting, people come up and say, "Oh, that's good, I wish I could do that. I'm not, I haven't got the confidence, I wish I could do it." Well, if you're one of those people, you can do it. And my intention is to show you through some very simple techniques how you can improve your watercolour painting. You don't need a lot of equipment, a few brushes, a few paints, paper, and that's it. Now, I paint outside a lot. I paint a lot of landscapes, and I know that by speaking to people, certain aspects of the landscape cause people problems, be it buildings, trees, water, people, animals, etc. But I want to show you how to overcome these stumbling blocks, and by using a few simple techniques and a few tricks of the trade, you can produce very good results with a minimum of effort. So the first thing I want to do is concentrate on water. So let's dive right in with this little simple demonstration. Okay then folks, so as you can see, I've actually painted this background scene in. But don't worry, because in the next video I'll be showing you exactly how I tackle skies, hills, mountains, etc. and trees of all descriptions. For quickness sake, I've just painted the scene in first because I want to show you how to do the reflections. So the sky is basically ultramarine with a touch of yellow ochre, a little bit of light red, and the trees are basically ultramarine yellow ochre with a touch of evergreen, which is a colour by Turner, which I use quite a lot. It's a nice colour, and touches of light red again. So we need to wet the paper, leaving a small gap between the land and the water. That gives the illusion of depth and light. Just splash some water on, nice and quick, no messing. Put a little bit of yellow ochre in for the middle sky, so that will be reflected. Just mix a bit in there, a little bit stronger because it dilutes quite a lot. And a touch of blue, ultramarine, for the sky, that will be reflected somewhere there. I'm not being too fussy, you can leave a few streaks, they'll just look like waves later on. So this background hill is basically ultramarine, a little bit of light red in, not too strong. Put a little bit of yellow ochre in, just the basic shape, not too fussed. And where we've got those dark trees, they will be reflected a little bit at least. So we'll just put a little bit of the same mixture, but just a little bit darker. Not too fussed, just a basic shape. That just gives it the impression. Now this bit here, just make sure it's still nice and wet. So it dries very quick, especially when you're outside. But in the studio, and it's quite warm, so I've got to work quick. So I'll mix some dark colours, ultramarine, yellow ochre, touch of crimson, and that green I mentioned. Just let it run down. Just keep the basic shape, it'll do its own thing. That will just run down. It's drying already down there. We'll just wet that area a little bit. It's got a little bit darker because there's always dark areas right under the bank. those in. Touches of green here and there. Using a flat brush, just basic shapes, not too fussed. Now here we've got some light areas, so we need to put those in. A little bit of yellow. Yellow ochre. Touch of light red for the bank, that should lighten up afterwards. And while that's still quite damp, not soaking wet, we need to put these trunks in. Now with this piece of technology, state of the art, which is basically an old pen nib shoved in a little bit of doweling, you've got an instant tree trunk maker. That's not easy to say, so we can just scratch in and you get the impression of a few trunks. I'm just going to take the flat brush, take a little bit of the moisture out. If you go across, you can create some ripples. Not too many. Small in the background, a bit stronger as they get closer and a little bit bigger. With this tool you can just scratch a few white bits in. And there you have it, simple reflections on a lake. So why don't you try it? See you next time, thanks for watching.